Okay, so something I wanted to talk about was punctuality. I was raised by a man who I had to be 15 minutes early or I was late, okay? So I don't, late is not something that I typically am. And here's the thing, if I am late somewhere, I'm going to give you a heads up that I'm going to be running late and I will give you a estimated time of arrival about, give or take. Um, yeah. So if you work with people or whatever, or if you have friends and you are consistently late, you are an asshole. That's it. That is it. You have poor time management skills and you don't care about your coworkers. You don't care about if it's late for your friends, whatever. You just don't care about anything but yourself. You really don't. And that's fine. You want to be a jerk? Fine. You want to do that consistently, but don't tell somebody you're sorry without changed behavior because it's just even more disrespectful than showing up like an hour and a half late. All right, so let me run back why I'm aggravated and why it annoys me because it's just I don't understand it. I don't because I am not a late person. I get it. So if anybody wants to explain if you're consistently late, what is your excuse for not taking accountability for your lack of consideration for somebody else's time? Because that's exactly what you're doing when you're showing up late to a shift, okay? Or if you're showing up late to an event or to where somebody tells you to be on time and you think it's cute. It's not cute. It's disgusting because you're just so inconsiderate. Now, I have to push my stuff back and don't get me wrong, there's certain steps and precautions to take when there's accidents. Accidents happen. I don't mind waiting a little time. But here's the thing, if you're going to be late, at least have the respect to call somebody, and it shouldn't be every single day. And here's the thing, I know the guy's late all the time because I was here the week before and there was another girl that ended up, her ride came to pick her up and her ride had to wait for about an hour. So, and on top of it, I'm standing there, right? So now I hear this. He comes in and the lady's like, where is he? Where is he? I want to go home. We all have things to do. People have stuff to do. People plan around shifts sometimes. Time management. Right. So she's like, where is he? Where is he? So she calls the manager, right? He didn't make it a point to call the manager. He supposedly texted a group chat that neither of us are in. Go figure. That phantom group chat. And anyway, from what I understand, when I spoke with HR, they're not supposed to have group chats because of the fact that, and I agree with this, if you're going to be contacting me outside of, especially for this job, for any kind of nonsense, it can wait till I come to work to tell me. I don't need to be in a group chat to know stupid nonsense. And that's all it ever is, stupid nonsense that nobody needs to know. Regardless. So he told the lady with an attitude. This is the thing. She has every right to ask where you were because you screwed up her plans, okay? And like I said, once in a while, accidents do happen. There's going to be times when people are late, but here's the thing. Here's what you're supposed to do when you're late at work. You're supposed to call the actual place. Call the place. Call the person. Call your manager, say, hey, and not an hour into your lateness when the person is kind of pissed off and doesn't know what's going on and is like, hey, and then probably, I'm pretty sure because I made sure to say something because I'm tired of people. I used to not say things like this because one, yeah, okay, this job cut me back on overtime that I had, but you know what? I don't want to do it. I don't even care because now it's getting to the point where, remember I told you they need me because they screwed another person, another one bites the dust. They screwed another person over. They dangled something in front of her and then did her really dirty because that just seems to be consistently how they treat their employees there. And then wonder why they have such high turnover rates regardless. They have high turnover rates in everyone, and now we're down a lot of employees. We lost like, I want to say 4 employees. The place was fully staffed. Remember I told you that? and they just keep making really poor decisions and just treating people poorly, so the people don't want to stay. But yeah, so anyway, so I was there, right? And he comes in, same attitude. Same attitude. How dare you come in with a freaking attitude if you're like an hour late, a half hour late consistently? And here's the thing, all the people that you're buddy with, they tell your business. They tell your business. Because I had another coworker tell me you're consistently late. Okay, so now I know it's consistent. You don't care. So when he comes in today, I'm pissed off because one, you didn't even contact me to tell me. I have to reach out to my boss and ask what's going on. And then I'm told that it's not your fault. Yes, it absolutely is your fault. It's your responsibility to let people know that you're running late when you're working. Okay? I don't care how you're getting here. I don't care what your excuse is. You need to get your ass to work. Okay? You need to be there. It's your job. That's it. No, there's no, and then you don't come in and act like it's my problem. No, it's not my problem you didn't get the text. Yes, it absolutely freaking is, because guess what? I'm not in that group text. I'm not in that group text, I said. So you need to make sure and reach out, because you know what? I don't care about staying. Like I said, it's an hour late, fine, whatever. If you would have reached out to me and said, hey, okay, that shows me some level of respect, but even still, you need to be reprimanded about your lateness if it's consistent like that, because it's pushing back other people's stuff. It's just inconsiderate. Same thing, I had a friend that would do that nonsense all the time. She wasn't a friend. She was one of those quarters that change up for $1, like I was talking about. But she would have me sitting out there waiting. You don't care about somebody if you don't care about their time. You don't care. And when he came in, he's like, sorry. I said, bullshit. I don't care. You didn't care? Okay, so now I'll be that bitch. That's fine, because you're not going to disrespect me. You're going to at least be, I'm going to react to the disrespect. And if you want to call me a bitch for reacting to disrespect, fine, no problem. Next time you're late, give me a heads up. You better hope I don't come in behind your shift. Yeah. So no, don't come in and say it's not my problem. Yeah, no, it absolutely is your problem. And guess what? Now it's going to be your problem. I could be very easy. I could be compliant. I can work with you. And I can be a very nice person and a very sweet person. But the second I find that you're disrespecting me and taking advantage of me, game on. I'm done. I'm so done with this. I'm so done with this. And like I said, now everything, last week I came into work like at the wrong shift because I wasn't told about a change in schedule all of a sudden. And then now you're gonna need me, right? Now you're gonna need me. Okay, because we're down to like 3 freaking employees. Not to mention I worked all day today. Again, I had breaks for a little bit. Back to no breaks. Back to no breaks whatsoever, working by myself. Fantastic. By myself. Because of the fact that you don't treat your employees well, because why would you want good employees that make your company better? Why would we do this? Why? That makes no sense, right? No, let's treat the shitty employees better. Let's not correct bad behavior. Yes, the fish rots from the head down is something somebody once told me. So I don't know, fix it. But if you're late, say it. And that's what I said to him. I said, I want to hear you say it. I said, don't tell me sorry without change behavior, because I was here last week and you gave the same sorry excuse, right? And now you're going to tell me the same thing, and then you're going to act like you have a chip on your shoulder, like I'm bothering you. You came in an hour and a half fucking late. I'm bothering you? I said, no, tell me. I want to hear it. Say it. He said, I don't care about anybody's time. I said, there it is. There it is. You want to be an asshole because you made that decision to be an asshole when you decided to be consistently late all the time for everybody's shift other than yours. You decided your whatever you're doing at that time is more important than shifting or pushing some things back and actually making it to work on time. So, do what you want to do. Freaking take accountability. You want to do dirty stuff to people? Do it. But take accountability when it comes out. Be like, I did it. Yep, it was me. Don't put the mask on. Don't try to blame somebody else like everybody tries to do. Don't Nope. Take accountability for yourself and your actions. Damn it.